I'm very proud tonight to represent the 300,000 some odd men and women of the FedEx teams around the world to accept this humanitarian award. Let me tell you a couple of things about FedEx because it will bear on some of the things I'll say here. FedEx has four major business segments: the original FedEx Express, which is the worldwide global express operation; our ground parcel company, FedEx Ground; the largest freight company in the United States, FedEx Freight; and our services group, which includes our retail unit, FedEx Office. And as Jim said, we're connecting 220 plus countries and territories around the world as we speak, utilizing about 700 airplanes, the largest wide-body fleet of airplanes in the world, certainly the largest cargo aircraft fleet in the world, about 60% bigger than the next largest system out there. We operate about 85,000 vehicles of one sort or another, from over-the-road equipment to the sprinters that you see the express couriers in, and the bigger ground parcel companies marked with the FedEx Ground purple and green, all trying to keep that purple promise every day, which we define pretty simply to all of our teammates as, I will make every FedEx experience outstanding. And as Jim so kindly noted, we've innovated in many ways over the years, from developing the tracking and tracing system that now people take for granted, that allow industries everywhere to keep up with inventory, whether it's in motion or at rest, which is quite a different thing than just a couple of decades ago, and has led to this incredible just-in-time, flexible global economy that we now deal with. And our primary focus since the company has been founded is to return good earnings for our share owners. But I think Jim summed it up well by saying that, a couple of decades ago, we probably didn't realize in business the importance of corporate social responsibility. And I'll tell you, I am very honored to be up on the dais tonight with companies such as McDonald's and PepsiCo and the other great organizations that are being honored here, HP. And I think all of us have had an epiphany. And we've had an epiphany at FedEx for three important reasons. The first is we have done a lot of research over the years, as most every business does, with our various publics, customers right at the top of the list. But with 85,000 vehicles and 700 vehicles, we run into, and I don't mean that literally, I mean it figuratively, almost everybody every day, moving these 14, 15 million shipments around the world. So we've done a lot of research, and the reality is that today, whether it's right or wrong, and it probably doesn't fit the classical models of the business theorists, but customers are not going to use an individual brand or a company unless they feel good about it. And that means that they hold businesses to a standard of being a good corporate citizen at the local level and at the human level. So we recognize at FedEx that our business success and our tangible connection to our customers depends in part on our corporate social responsibility activities, whether it's trying to make our airplanes more efficient with these marvelous new 777s that we're buying, or the all-electric pickup and delivery vehicles that we're now bringing into the fleet, or the hybrids, or whatever the case may be. But most importantly, I think that corporate social responsibility has centered on FedEx because of the second thing I'll mention, and that is we have a unique set of capabilities, as I just described to you. Other than the United States Air Force, there's no entity in the world that can pick up and move things throughout the world through this interconnected network of hubs and vehicles and so forth the way we can. So we have the capability to do a lot of things that no one else can do. So in addition to the good business aspects of corporate social responsibility, there's also the ethical issue. When something happens around the world, whether it's in Sichuan province or Guatemala or Haiti or Pakistan, it literally is impossible for the men and women of FedEx to stand by and do nothing when we uniquely have the capabilities to lend a hand at relatively small cost to a $40 billion corporation. So over the years, we've developed this disaster relief capabilities. We're the Air Force, or the logistics arm, if you will. The infantry is the Red Cross, Heart to Heart, Direct Relief International, the Salvation Army, that have been helping people on the ground for years and years. And you'll go around the world, and if you're interested in the subject, and you'll see these vast repositories of equipment and emergency supplies and potable water and foodstuffs. They're ready to be moved by our partners on these humanitarian missions. And the third reason that FedEx is involved in it, in addition to the good business aspects of CSR and the fact from a human standpoint we have the unique capability to lend a hand to people when they need it desperately, is the fact that we found that it's one of the most important things we do to the members of the FedEx team. We have a network of FedEx Cares days where our folks go out and do all kinds of things. They work with Safe Kids, which is a wonderful organization, many local charities and communities, Habitat for Humanity and so forth, to give the most important thing that anyone can give, and that's their time and effort. So we're probably most proud of those millions of volunteer hours that the men and women of FedEx give to their communities and to their fellow citizens. And on their behalf, as I mentioned at the onset, I'm very, very pleased and honored to accept this award. Thank you.